We'll find out how the Sheriff's Office responds to mental health related calls, how the county is providing agritourism opportunities for local farmers, and expansion plans for Lanier Land Park. That and more right now on Your Forsyth. Thanks for watching. A recent national survey of 2,500 law enforcement professionals indicated that the number of 911 calls related to mental health are on the rise. Here in our community, the Sheriff's Office Crisis Intervention Response Team, also known as CIRT, is specially trained to answer those calls. And this special unit is having a growing positive impact.
The latest statistic that I've been able to pull show that the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office is responding to just over 7 calls a day that have mental health involvement.
Far too often and for far too long, the jails in America have been used as mental health hospitals. Look, sometimes people have committed criminal offenses and they need to be held accountable for those. They need to be brought to justice for those. But sometimes some of those minor crimes are based on severe and persistent mental health issues. That is not somebody who needs to be in the jail. That's somebody who needs help and treatment. So it's important that we find a way to decriminalize mental health, right? And criminalize criminal behavior, but not mental health issues. And so we're working really hard in a lot of ways. Working in conjunction with the Board of Commissioners, we've really taken some proactive steps. Our co-responder model with our mental health unit, our crisis response unit, is one of the leading and at the forefront of anything you're going to find in the state of Georgia. They're making a difference, and there's actually case studies right here in Forsyth County where they have saved lives, not just done good work. We have literally saved human lives. And if we're doing that, tell me something more important we should be doing.
We noticed several years ago, like all the law enforcement agencies these days, that we're having an increase in calls for service that are mental health related or at least have some type of mental health nexus. And we realized that we needed to increase the training on how to respond to those calls for service specific to the mental health concerns and consider other options for handling these calls that don't involve incarceration or any more contact with the criminal justice system than is warranted. And that led to the development of the Crisis Intervention Response Team.
Well, it's interesting. They say Forsyth County has got some of the best education systems for their high schools in the nation now. And it's interesting that even so, no matter where you go, there's always going to be mental health needs. There's always going to be substance use challenges. And it doesn't discriminate between the rich and the poor, or the successful or the unsuccessful. There's always going to be those needs. It's non-discriminatory. So I'd say the need here is just as strong and prevalent as anywhere. As you can see that we get calls every day going to service with mental health needs and crisis needs related. And luckily we do have services in place that can help these people.
Definitely with the pandemic, people are stressed and trapped in home and need to connect to mental health, so it's definitely satisfying to be able to do that.
So I think you're going to continue to see a collaboration between mental health and law enforcement. Look, when there's a crisis, we're the ones that's going to get called. So just like our crisis response unit, you'll see it in our residential substance abuse treatment program in the jail, where we're working with offenders with substance abuse problems to try to get them the help that they need so that when they get out of jail, and they're going to get out of jail, we can make them better citizens where they can find a job and hopefully not end up back over my shoulder over there. Who doesn't want to see a human being who's screwed up in their life and is trying to make amends and do better, do well for themselves? I think it pays benefits, it can save lives, and it certainly can decriminalize some mental health issues that are ending up in jails that need to be in treatment versus jail.
The CIRT team was recently recognized for their work during the annual State of the County event earlier this year. To the CIRT team, thank you for your efforts and hard work. During their July 8th meeting, the Board of Commissioners approved a new measure to make it easier for qualifying properties to provide agritourism services. A new conditional use permit now provides county farmers streamlined access to providing services such as hay rides, corn mazes, petting zoos, and more to generate additional means of revenue. State Agriculture Commissioner Gary Black attended the meeting in support of the new measure.
Because I think you're exhibiting leadership. It's leadership that's going to be followed by many other counties, including my home.
Forsyth County officials hosted a groundbreaking ceremony in July for an expansion project at Lanier Land in North Forsyth. The expansion project will include new tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, an all-inclusive playground, a Miracle League field, and more. The project is expected to be completed by the fall of 2022. The Department of Engineering was recently recognized by the American Society of Civil Engineers Project of Excellence. The department received the Urban Transportation Award for the State Route 369 widening and interchange project that broke ground late last year. The interchange and widening are expected to be completed by late 2023, weather permitting. That's all for this episode, but be sure and connect with us on social media for the latest Forsyth County government news. Visit us online at forsythco.com. Thanks for watching.